Explosions! Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead. Couldn't help myself.
And he's going to have a coughing fit. But today we're going to make some yummy desserts.
We are. We are so glad you're here, first of all.
Yes.
And we've been on... It's blooming. Everything's blooming.
Yeah, it really is. Spring is finally hit Wisconsin.
Yeah, and it's hit my throat.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been on this journey of trying to find more from scratch recipes.
Yep.
And now, here's the thing: like, a lot of people don't confuse healthy and from scratch as in the same category all the time. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not.
Right.
But we're trying to get away from chemical stuff and boxed up mumbo jumbo, can of this, cream of that, and so. We had a hankering for pudding.
We? What do you mean we?
You were just there with me.
Well, it's
Do
pudding.
not deny.
Wait, time out. It's pudding. I love pudding.
All hail the power of pudding's name. No, that's not how it goes.
No.
Not at all.
No. So yes, we have been on the journey of trying to find, homemade recipes with just simple ingredients, nothing from boxes.
No chemicals.
Just using the stuff that you have in your kitchen all the time. Flour, sugar, eggs, salt, cornstarch, which, a lot of people have, but some people don't. But we have a ton of it downstairs in the basement.
We got a ton of it. So yeah, and a few days ago we started going, you know what? We're tired of buying pudding in a box.
Yes.
And so it's got to be easy enough. And
Sure.
we went through 3 different recipes before we got to the one that we're going to show you today, which is delicious. It's borderline sinful good.
It is.
And it's easy.
It is very easy. It does take a little bit of time. It's not just tear open the box and mix it with cold milk and poof, you have pudding.
No.
Which those are delicious. However, those are loaded with preservatives and stuff you really don't want your family eating. So,
right. First of all, explain to me why you have purple fingers. Let's go to the close
Is somebody
cam.
asking why I have purple fingers? See? Isn't it lovely?
Purple fingers.
Well, as many of you know, you can go back to the regular camera.
Go back.
Thank
No,
you.
you don't want. Oh,
Jazz.
let's turn off the explosions.
Turn off the jazz.
Boom is gone. Jazz is now gone. Why you have purple fingers, honey?
Well, as many of you know, we have a small homestead, and occasionally our cows will get a small wound from a horsefly or whatever. Whatever they're into. So, or they'll rub up against something and they'll get a scratch. Well, there is a product called Blue Coat that is... No, it's downstairs. It's downstairs. It is a very inexpensive medicine. It's an antifungal, antibacterial spray-on.
It's an antiseptic for
antiseptic.
animals.
That was the word I was thinking of. But it is also antifungal.
Right,
so if you have athlete's foot, you could spray it on your feet.
Or cow's feet.
Right.
So for their toes.
Anyhow,
Cow toes.
it has something in it called Jensen. I think it's Jensen Violet.
Keep going with
but
that.
it's a purple dye,
Go
and
this way with
it's a
it.
chemical. Stop it.
No?
It was actually really worse yesterday. I scrubbed my hands with baking soda.
It's not coming free.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. It does, however, remind me of the movie Abyss.
The Abyss. Great
when
movie.
he stuck his hand into the blue toilet water to get his ring.
He was taking his ring off because they basically were divorced.
You can't tell the whole story, but yeah, he had dropped something in this
He
toilet.
threw it away because he was finally done with her.
Right. But
And then he was like,
his mind.
"Grr, grr, grr, grr," and goes back to get it.
Right.
He was gurring.
So he had a blue hand. It was really funny.
Yep.
Anyway, that's what it reminds
Guess
me
who's
of.
here, Mama?
Who's here?
Bandana Grandma and Heather.
Hey, Bandana Grandma and Heather.
Well, and also Debbie's here. Say hi to Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
And Mike DeFuzzy.
And Mike DeFuzzy.
Of course, this is how we rock. Thinking of
Hi,
others.
guys.
Renita, Thrifty VG, Debbie, Mama Booyong. That sounds fun. Mama Booyong. It's right there. Right there.
Oh, I see.
I'm not kidding.
No, I believe you. It's just
Skylark, Rabbitry,
too funny.
Phoebe, Ari, and
Lisa,
everybody else.
I've got her apron on.
Oh, she made that.
This for me.
Larry Parrish.
Yeah.
And everybody else, welcome.
Yeah.
So but you got to start with the cookies because they got to bake.
I have to start with the cookies.
Tell us about these Amish crazy cookies.
These Amish crazy cookies are awesome. It is.
What was that?
A mosquito.
The mosquitoes have been going nuts here.
There
it is.
Kamikaze mosquitoes, I tell you.
Them.
I don't think so.
We'll put them in the cookies.
Okay.
We'll just get in there.
So it's funny because I went through and I made this recipe and tasted the dough because I wanted, you have to try things out before you do them live.
Publicly in front of thousands of people.
Right, because you know how that works out.
I do, actually.
Yeah, it's train wreck city.
I do.
Anyhow, so I tasted this dough and it tastes almost identical to a cookie dough that I have made
For years.
That was your mom's recipe for the frosted pecan couplets. And there was a few differences though. I mean, it has cream of tartar and the whole egg, where the other recipe.
And tartar sauce.
No, there's no tartar sauce. There is no cream of tartar, and there is
Cream of tartar sauce.
egg yolks. See, this is why I can never keep a single thought.
Plus.
So, should we make cookies now?
Let's make cookies.
Let's make cookies now. So, from movie or TV magic, I already have some dough already made, but I'm going to show you how to make it because it has to chill in your refrigerator overnight.
That's a chill.
It has to chill. So, first thing we're going to do, we need 1 cup of, I'm using cane sugar. I use cane sugar for just about everything. It's an organic cane sugar. I thought you were staring at me in a funny way again. So we need 1 cup of, you are doing that, aren't you?
I just did that.
Yeah, 1 cup of cane sugar and 1 cup of powdered sugar. Don't ask me why there is 2 different kinds of sugar. If you don't have powdered sugar, you could just use all cane sugar.
I don't think so. I think it's important.
I think it's a texture thing. I was just gonna say, I think it's a texture thing. So yeah, Phoebe, bake on, people.
On.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now for the kicker, folks.
Oh my gosh, this is not our recipe. This is an Amish recipe.
This is an Amish recipe, and this is not something that we will eat all the time.
Why? Because there's a pound of butter in it.
There's an entire pound of butter in it. So a lot of this will get frozen as dough because, oh goodness.
We've already got a recipe.
I already have a batch over there, so I will freeze.
I will say this. If you've ever met or chatted with or hung out with Amish people, seen them in their native habitat, which is Ohio.
No, it's not. They're everywhere.
Pennsylvania, wherever, it doesn't matter. You'll know that they're very hard-working people.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that can be said about Amish people, but being lazy is not one of them.
No, very hard-working people.
And so when you see a recipe like this, you go, oh my gosh, they're putting a pound of butter in there.
They didn't necessarily buy that butter. They made that butter.
Hold on there, sassy.
Okay, fine.
The point is, they're not as sedentary as we are. They're not.
Yeah.
They're up moving and slinging bales of hay and moving things, and the wives never stop, and they're just a hardy, hard-working people. So when you see a recipe like this, it's really no big deal for them because they're going to burn those calories off in a quarter day.
Right. Well, and they usually, generally, these Amish families, they have loads of kids.
Yep.
So they're not eating tons of them at one time. So what I've got here is I have 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of granulated sugar, I use cane sugar, and then 1 pound of butter softened. So now I'm going to take this over to the mixer dealy thingy and get this all beaten together.
So you're just going to, what's the goal there, baby?
You want to get it light and fluffy. to where it's a light yellow color.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
But continuing on though, the Amish people are there's so much in them and their culture that I truly admire.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Really do.
Truly, yeah.
They're all about family, and they're all about trying to stay as close to Scripture as they can. I mean, obviously, I don't agree with everything that they're about, or else we would not use electricity and we would not use a lot of stuff like that, which I think is more than fine. But I can admire a culture that just says, "Here's the line, and we won't cross it."
Right.
You know?
My microphone got unplugged. I stepped on the cord by accident.
All right.
All right, I got...
That cannot be fluffy yet.
No, it's not. There was butter. I went to get the spatula. The butter was stuck in the beaters.
Okay. Claire did a great job on the devotion today. Yeah, I was watching it from afar as I was driving. I had to go do a video thing at our church, and the conversations were great. It was about the foundations of our church. It's 75 years now, and some stories were coming out about how God was faithful in all the whole handiwork of how it came together. You gotta go that way if you want to show them. All right, let's show them. Is this light and fluffy?
Light and fluffy.
That does not look like light
Well,
or fluffy.
it is. I mean, it is. See how that's
Or is
light
it
and fluffy?
creamed?
Yeah, you're gonna cream the butter and the sugar together to where it's light and fluffy.
Okay.
So all I'm doing is scraping this out so that I can put the eggs in, and it will mix properly.
By the way, did you give the measurements of stuff that you put in there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I was looking at the computer.
All right. It's messy. It's very sticky. Now, just gonna leave that right there. I don't have a place for everything. So what we need now are 2 eggs.
Look at the size of this joker.
I know.
Barely fits in
like
there.
Weird shaped too.
That poor chicken.
Yeah.
She was screaming the whole time.
Yeah, I know. That one was laid yesterday. That one was laid yesterday. Oh, I gotta put one at a time.
Because you got shells?
Well, no, you gotta make sure that there are no shells and that it's not a rotten egg.
Poisoned eggs.
Right. So what I'll do...
Do you want this egg?
What?
Do you want this one?
No, not yet. Put that down. I'm cooking.
Just asking. You
Stay
cracked
out of
it
my
open.
kitchen.
You cracked it open.
I
I
know.
figured you needed it.
What I was going to say is that we're going to beat in each egg one at a time. All right.
One egg at a time. There you go. That is a Goliath-sized egg. That is truly what
Yeah.
it says.
Oh, that's not even that's small compared to some of them that we've seen. That
Some of
we've
these
had.
things, I pity those poor
It
chickens.
takes up my whole hand. All right. The rest I think I can do by hand.
The rest you're going to do?
Yeah, because it takes so much longer to go over there, and then we're not talking to the awesome folks that are watching, and
Jeez, oh Pete.
I know.
Can you get it together, man? Live TV here.
Guess I could have used the hand mixer, but what
I mean,
fun is that?
I have no idea, but that looks like a mess right now.
You don't want to lick that. That's gross.
I'm sure that's going to be delicious, but right now it's looking like that poor chicken had a problem.
It just looks like throw up, honestly.
Here, show him. Let's show him. It looks kind of gross.
It does look gross.
It looks like weird butter.
It does.
I don't know.
All right, so let's set that there.
Do you need a regular spoon here?
I probably will.
This plastic one looks like a likely candidate.
No, wood, please.
The problem is they got forks on these wood ones here.
No, there's one
You don't
without
want
it.
that.
No, there's one without.
This guy?
It's right there. No, it's right there in the front.
The flat one?
Yes.
Oh, this one. Okay,
Yes,
there you
this
go.
one.
That
This
one.
one right
I'll
here.
hold this one in defense.
All right. Troublemaker. Did I forget my teaspoon? I think I did.
Mess spot. Thank you. I look so young today. It's my windblown hair. Honestly,
Because he's not wearing a hat. You're not
I
wearing a hat.
usually wear my hat.
That's funny. Alrighty, so now that we've got our sugar, butter, and eggs, we're gonna go ahead and put 1 teaspoon.
Or just the camera then. You silly girl.
1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Oh, yes.
Oops. Where?
How about I hit the right button and go to the close camera instead of black? That would be good.
That would be helpful.
Wouldn't matter because nobody can see into the bowl.
Yeah. All right, Skylark Rabbitry is asking, have you used duck eggs in this recipe or chicken? We do not use duck eggs. We do not have ducks. Claire is actually allergic to duck eggs. They made her throw up.
I don't know.
So,
I'm not buying it.
okay.
I think it had to be something else.
No, Heather gave us some duck eggs.
I remember. Ooh, that's looking weird. Looks like scrambled eggs.
Yummy.
You may need to put it on the machine.
I think I'm going to have to.
You're going to have to put it on the machine. Show them. Right now, it's not looking natural. Let's see. That does not look like cookie dough to me.
Well, okay. So, now to this, stop it. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add the dry ingredients. So we need 4.5 cups of flour. 1, 2, 3. And you could sift this if you like. I, however, do not.
She's a siftless woman.
I do. I do not.
She's a siftless girl.
I am not.
I said siftless.
Yes, no, I don't have syphilis.
I
What's
didn't
wrong?
say
What
that.
you said it.
I did not.
So, he said
Replay it. Siftless.
It just sounds like you're saying that.
I was implying nothing of the sort.
I know. I was kidding. See, that frustrates me. He can make all the jokes he wants, but the second I make a joke, it's not funny.
I'm still laughing. You're the one that's all irritated. Calm down, sassy. I'm going to come at you with like a spider monkey. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
It's in a movie somewhere.
1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of salt. Watch it there, pal.
My boyfriend loves your carrot cake.
Ooh, I'm so glad. It's so
that
good.
That carrot cake is ridiculously good.
Yeah, it is.
Love the way you measure.
I did measure.
Oh, the vanilla. Oopsie.
It was an accident. Hey, at least I used a measuring spoon. And then 1 teaspoon, right? Yes. 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar.
Tartar.
No, we don't want raw meat. It's funny because it looks like baking powder. Now, I'll take this back over to the mixer and mix this up.
We'll go to the close cam for now. We'll look at this.
Why would you go to the close cam?
Because it's more exciting. I don't know. Wait a minute. Here, we can have like a puppet show. Hey, Mr. Spatula. How are you doing, Mr. Whatever you are?
Whisk. It's a whisk.
We should be friends. Okay, boyfriend and girlfriend? Great.
Oh my gosh.
They kissed. Isn't that great? What are you going to do? If this is all you have to play with, you'll make do, right?
Please don't touch my whisk. All right. Done.
Hi, Laura. Glad you're here.
Ow.
Is it whisked up properly?
There's no whisking.
No whisking?
No whisking.
Hi, Premium Mom to Twins.
It is done. And what you'll do is you'll put this cover this with plastic and pop this into the refrigerator overnight.
You need to get it cold.
It needs to be cold, yes. I don't know why it makes the cookies taste better, but it really does.
And all those Amish folks with fridges in their house.
They have propane fridges.
I know they do. But they generally don't have them because they're electricity thing. Generally.
Well, generally, but if they have propane, they can have a propane one.
Yes. Margaret Hendricks says she started watching you both when you were making bread that you gifted to newcomers for your church.
Oh, very cool.
That's
very
a while
cool.
ago.
That's
Thank
been a
you
while.
for hanging out, Margaret.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see.
This.
Does cream of tartar go bad or lose its properties if old? Asks Mama Bouillon. We don't know.
I don't know. We just found out yesterday what cream of tartar was.
Yeah, because we were like, what the heck is cream of tartar?
Yeah, and why is it needed?
Because we were going through some Amish recipes that we had.
Right. I don't know exactly why it's needed, but what was it that
It's
it
a
said?
byproduct of
Winemaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's basically, I think it's designed to change the pH of a recipe. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Because somebody said in a comment section that you can use, if you don't have it, you can use lemon juice.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It makes it changes the pH because it's acidic. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you.
Where are you going there, Sassy?
I gotta wash my whisk.
Gotta wish your whisk. Let's see. Smells pretty good to me. Smells real good.
Alrighty. So, like I said, this is done. And you can put this. You need to put this in the refrigerator overnight. I mean, if you're busy and you need to wait a couple of days, it stays. I've had cookie dough in the refrigerator for about a week.
That's good.
And it's fine.
That's really good. Mm-hmm. That's really good, actually.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it tastes just like the dough for the frosted pecan couplets.
It really does. Those are some cookies that we make that my grandmother made and her grandmother made, and they're it's almost like a shortbread, but it's got a lot of butter, a lot of sugar and eggs, and then you just when you bake them, they smash them down a little bit. There's pecans on them, and then you put this delightful frosting on them.
Right.
It's a Christmas cookie.
Right. This one's slightly different. All right. I should probably not have gotten this big old hunkin' cookie sheet, but oh well.
There we go.
Okay.
Jesus is Lord says cream of tartar makes meringue rise to a higher volume.
Okay. I know you use cream of tartar when you're making royal icing, I think.
Not royal jelly.
No.
Which is what bees
royal
do.
Icing. All right. So you can see. You up close?
Oh, you need to clue me in. You want a different cam angle.
Thought I was. So this has been in the refrigerator overnight, and it's pretty hard. I had a bowl of pudding sitting on top of it, so that's why it's dented in like this. Am I too loud?
No, I was turning my mic down when I was coughing.
Oh, I see.
They make buttons in the professional consoles where you just go boom.
I see.
But
so what I'll do is I'll just get, a size like this. I guess a 1-inch ball. Just like so.
You got to go further to the camera. There we go.
And roll it up. That's about an inch, right? I don't know.
It looks like the size of a ping pong ball.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So then I'll just make up a bunch of those and we'll bake those up. And what we'll do is I've got a glass here that we will dip in sugar and smoosh it.
Now, when you go to bake them, how hot?
12 minutes at 350.
Okay. She's going for 4. Uh-oh. 4 on a row?
I was thinking about 5, but 4 probably
I would do
be
4.
Better. 4 would be better, I suppose.
Yes, I suppose.
So, who has any questions? Or, hey, Cheryl, how's it going? Cheryl, they have the horse sanctuary.
Oh.
Near Madison.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I know our daughter Hope would absolutely love to,
you want a donkey?
to go there. No.
Who wants a donkey today?
No,
we're giving one away.
We've already told Old Glory that they can.
They're not picking it up.
I've already set up a time with them.
When?
Next Saturday.
That sounded like a question and not an answer.
No, it was not. I was thinking.
Well, first come, first serve. You come get the donkey.
No, come on now. See?
What?
No, Old Glory Farm. I'd rather eat I'd rather eat the dough than the cooked cookie. No, that's not wrong. Because I like that too. And it's funny, when Claire is making cookies, I'll come in when she's got her back turned. And I'll just take one off the tray that she's already rolled.
Well, and Claire's a new cook. She's learning to bake and she's learning to cook. And she'll forget basic things like salt in bread, and then it's like, oh, it makes such a huge difference.
In her defense, I have forgotten salt sometimes too.
Well, Skylark, you're gonna have to wrestle Old Glory Farm.
We already promised it to Eric and Peggy. Leave them alone.
I'm just saying, they're coming next Saturday.
Yes, you can't promise the donkey to anybody else.
Well,
So what all of you don't know is that we don't need 2 donkeys, and we want to share our donkeys. So we are going to give our donkey Eeyore to some friends.
we ultimately got 1 donkey because of where we live. We live right on the edge of a big North Woods forested area where there are wolves and there are bear and there are coyotes. And so we did some research and found out that a donkey will kill a wolf or stomp out a coyote. That they hate him. That there's something about them that there's an enmity.
It's that potential threat.
Right. So they're good herd protectors. Well, what we didn't realize when we got Eeyore was that she was pregnant.
Right.
Then one day while shooting at some
Stop.
food.
So we didn't know she was pregnant, and all of a sudden, poof! Here comes another donkey, and we
don't need 2.
We don't need 2, and we have figured that she.
Hope's in love with this dang donkey.
No, I know. She won't be as good of a protector if her baby is around.
That's true.
And so we really want to be able to train Puzzle to pull a cart and to ride.
Be a good pet.
And it's really hard to do that when his mama's around.
He's still trying to nurse off of her.
He's not trying. He's successful.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
So
It's
that's
over
why.
a year. He was a 1-year-old on May 4th. And
He's still going the distance.
he still is. We got him castrated last week.
That was fun.
That was fun, and his demeanor has changed a lot. Of course,
actually
could
has
be,
already.
It could be just because he's still hurting, but
Yeah, that whole process, that's so weird. They don't sew it up.
no.
I was
leave it open.
blown away that they don't do that. They do
Yeah.
that, I guess, so that fluids are not trapped in there.
Well, if bacteria gets, I mean, we're talking about nasty stuff while we're trying to cook here.
Well,
That's
isn't
probably
that
a bad
life
idea.
on a farm?
That is true. That is
It
true.
is life on a farm.
If bacteria gets caught up in the wound, then it can cause an abscess, which can cause death in an animal or serious infection. All right, so what I have is I got 20 cookies here on this tray. I love these trays,
The bigger ones,
the bigger ones, and
Terry
it fits
Parish?
perfect.
How far is Appleton away from you? Well, we're in Medford,
Mm-hmm.
so Appleton's got to be 2.5 hours, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, Appleton is near Green Bay.
Yeah.
So
That's where we met Old Glory Farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At the there was a Civil War reenactment, that was so cool. I got to fire a cannon. Boom.
yeah.
That was really cool.
So I just have a mason jar. You can use whatever kind of flat-ish bottom glass you have. But what I like to do is I like to stick it in the dough that I've got in the bowl to get the bottom sticky. Then I take that and dip it in the sugar and take it and dip it and squish the cookie down. And then you got to give it a good twist.
Or else it won't come
Otherwise
loose,
it
right?
won't come loose. So you give it you press it down and you twist it and it comes right up.
Cool. Cheryl Bright Horizon says they're getting their Thrive Life starter kit and they signed up underneath us.
Nate, that's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Thank you.
Let us know if we can be of help.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now let's see if they can see the close cam on what you're doing there. There you go. Give her a twist.
Yep, I just press it down to where it's, a good 1/2 inch thick and then just twist.
Twist
If you're
and
making these
shout.
during Christmas, you can sprinkle them with
Red
red
sugar.
and green sugar.
yeah.
We do that with the potato chip cookies.
Oh yeah, the potato chip cookies are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool, think of our potato chip cookies. Think of them like a shortbread, but much more crispy and somehow more buttery. I don't even know how to.
Well, there's more butter in it than anything.
Well, yeah, but they're actually made with real potato chips.
Yep.
And then we use the kettle cooked ones because they're extra crisp.
And what's funny thing about that is when Mom showed me how to make those when I was young. I could have swore she said, you have to use these kind of chips. But then as I got older and I called her to ask her more questions about it, she said, no, you can use whatever chips you had. That's just what I had. And I could have swore you had to do that.
Phoebe is asking how many cookies will this recipe make, because there's a lot on here already.
Well, if you look, I think I've used maybe a third or a quarter of the dough. This is going to make a lot of cookies. I would say I've got almost 2 dozen here. You're looking at probably 6, 7 dozen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Those Amish like their cookies.
Well, yeah, they probably made them for big events and gatherings and things like that.
Like this, what would the Super Bowl of Amish life be?
Building a barn.
Barn raising.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to put these in the oven at 350 degrees for 12 minutes until they're lightly golden brown.
All right. Grandma, Bandana Grandma's asking, did Eeyore surprise you with a colt, or did you figure out she was preggers before delivery? We figured it out before, but we were not here when she did it.
No, we figured it out. Our farrier and then a couple of friends of ours had said, boy, she's looking really wide.
And then we called the guy we got him from, and he's said,
like, yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, she's exposed to males out there, so okay. All right, now let's move on to pudding.
All right, so this is going to be
put this over
from
here.
scratch pudding. Yeah. Single word ingredients.
Yes. Oh, sugar.
Could this dough be rolled out and cut with cookie cutters? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Didn't even consider it. I think you should. Let's like make little people.
It locked up.
Because you put that thing on there. You changed it. Uh-oh. Let's try and reconnect. Yeah, don't mess with the cables, baby.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
I was just trying to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Well. Yep, it disconnected it.
Crud.
Well, hold on. What we're going to do not fear. This is what's going to happen for right this second. We're going to, I know you can hear me. Is it reconnected over there?
No, this is waiting for connection.
Okay.
And it's gray. It's not yellow like normal.
Well, undo that, and because they can still hear us. Go ahead and reset the phone, and I'm going to do some magic over here. Well,
or close the app.
yeah. Let's do this. Can you hear me? We can hear you. I know. I'm trying to change some stuff. Christa accidentally. There we go. Christa accidentally unplugged it, and now it was getting all fussy, but it's back.
It's got a really
Finicky
sensitive cable, and so sorry about that.
It gets finicky, so don't touch the cables. Okay. We're back.
Reconnect my
Got it, Matt.
microphone.
Debbie. Got it, Heather. So, pudding.
Pudding. All right, pudding. How do we make pudding? Pudding.
Yep.
All righty.
All right.
I'm gonna set this.
Now, the ingredients, if you want to hand me that, I'll tell them the ingredients while you're doing your thing.
You don't have a picture?
You know what? That would be a thing that Brad forgot. See, that's the problem. I go to the effort to make all these crazy graphics and things, and then I forget to load them onto the computer, and then it's time to go live, and then I just forgot that it was there. And
It's okay.
I even made a cool commercial for Thrive Life.
Oh, man.
I did. So, the ingredients are right here. I'm going to hold them up, and you can see them in the close cam, and then I'll read them anyway. But that way, if you want to do this in the future, this is going to be in our cookbook, our new one, by the way. There you go.
Oh, there's a
That
glare.
that's 4 large eggs. Anyway, just read them.
Okay, so we got 1 cup of sugar, and now some of these ingredients will go into the pot, and some will go into a separate container. So into the stock pot, you want 1 cup of sugar.
You hear that thing gurgling?
That's the fire, yeah.
The fire, we've got a gas stove, and
Yeah.
sometimes it makes funny sounds, like it's got indigestion.
Yeah. All right, we need 4. Nabbit.
Nagdabbit.
Thought I had everything together, but I guess not.
Negative.
That's all right. Makes for more interesting TV, right?
What are you putting in there, sister?
4 tablespoons of cornstarch.
And this is going to make enough pudding for 6 normal humans. Or
Don't breathe
3
the,
abnormal humans.
Yeah. Or 8
Small humans.
little humans.
Yep.
I think that was 4.
Did you get them all?
I think so.
Okay.
Might be 5.
Huh.
Now, to this we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Yep.
And then we need 4 cups of milk.
Yep.
So we have our milk that's
Oh,
got
you need to turn the thing on. Golly. And move that plastic, baby. We don't want to cause a fire.
Actually, this is going to come over here.
Okay, fine. You talked me into it.
Okay, I'm glad.
Don't touch the cables. She's just discombobulated.
I am.
Hello, Miles W.
All right. To this, I'm going to add our 4 cups of awesome Macy milk.
Margaret Hendricks, the answer is yes. I'm going to say yes before Christa reads the comment, because she is not a fan of sucralose. But the answer is yes. You can use
Sucralose
it.
is Splenda.
I know.
Okay.
I know. If you were gonna, I would challenge you to seek out stevia. If you like sucralose or use sucralose, check out stevia, because it's 0 calorie and it's actually not even a sugar, and it's natural. And you can substitute stevia out 1-to-1, and that's what I've been using for everything. She doesn't care for it because of the aftertaste, but it's great. If you have access to stevia, 0 calorie, and it's just as sweet as sugar. I like it just as much, but alas, there we go. Hey, Aaron, we're doing well. Where did you get that pan, says Debbie. I love it. The pan?
This one? Oh, this one, Sam's. We got these at Sam's Club
20 years ago.
16, 17
Oh, yeah,
years
easy.
ago.
I don't think they sell them anymore. Wasn't it from a South American country?
It's Brazilian.
Yeah.
Tramontia. They have a lifetime warranty. They're awesome.
Do you want to get the eggs together while
I
that's
will.
going?
I'm
'Cause
just
I can
trying to-
stir.
No,
You need to explain why you're doing what you're doing, because she's getting ready to do what's called tempering
Oh yeah,
eggs.
I have to wait until this gets hot though.
Right, but you need to explain it. Well,
I know.
because I know you know, but they might not know.
I just forgot where I put my bowl.
Your bowel.
My bowl. It's right here. Okay, so now you cannot add raw eggs to a hot liquid, because what happens, it cooks them really, really fast, and
Make scrambled eggs.
you'll have scrambled eggs, you'll have clumps in your pudding, and it will be really gross. So what I'll do is, when I get to that point, when this gets hot, then I will show you how to temper the eggs. Basically what it is you have your eggs in here. We're going to use just egg yolks, 4 of them. And then I'm going to very carefully and slowly whisk in some of the hot liquid into this bowl to raise the temperature of the eggs without scrambling them. So
You're basically changing the temperature gradually so that, well, like she said, you don't get scrambled eggs.
you don't want big nasty clumps in your
pudding.
in your pudding.
No pudding eggs.
Pudding. So there's many ways that you can separate your yolks. I find it easy just to use the shell. I've watched chefs use their hands. I haven't gotten that good at it yet, because I need 2 hands to break the eggs. So what I'll do is turn the egg vertically, like so, after I've cracked it, and I will pull off the top half of the egg and let the yolk run down my arm onto the table. No.
That was not planned.
That was not planned. I had my hand too far up. I was trying to show. We're going to need to probably use the close cam.
Well, it's going to be...
Let me do it with the next one. Hold on one second. And then I will pour the yolk carefully into the other one by just kind of letting the yolk or the white run down and catching the yolk.
Just like that.
Just like
you want
that.
to show the close cam?
Give me 1 second. I've got egg all over my hands.
Well, you'll have to move the burner if you're going to do close cam.
I will.
There you go. That'll be fine, Mama. If you just go right. Oop, right where we were. Gotta go that way.
Hold on. I got it.
Gotta go that way.
All right.
There you go. Here,
So.
let me grab this out of the way so they can see. See? Beautiful.
Frustration.
You know they can hear when you're whispering.
I know. I know. That was for Heather's benefit. So, okay, let me show you again in the up close cam.
Okay, up close cam. Here we go.
So, I'll take my egg vertically like so.
Nice blue fingers.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I will crack it on the side of the bowl. Hold it vertically, pulling this top part off.
Just like a skull.
Just stop. And you saw that most of the white kind of fell out. Then I'll just carefully, well, this one's, I don't like that shell. It's too jagged and I don't want it to poke my egg yolk. And there you go.
Yolk poker.
Yeah.
It is excellent, is it not, Alicia?
Better than egg salad. See, I'm transferring it back and forth so all the white comes off. All of the little
Gloobers.
attachments.
The gloobers.
See, some of them get too jagged, and I don't like that. It can break the yolk.
Yeah.
Which, you know, we have tons of eggs, and so.
We'll give the yolks to the dogs.
Oh, I always give the yolks to either to the dogs or the pigs.
Nana just she'll. You know, I don't think she even likes food anymore without goodies in it.
No, she really doesn't. She's really funny. Her bowl will sit. Well, I don't even think she's touched her food today because she hasn't
right
gotten
over
a
there.
single egg or any milk.
Yeah, she usually gets milk with her dog food.
She's a spoiled dog.
Okay, now what are you going to do? That's not hot enough yet.
No.
But I smell that it's heating up. It smells good. I mean, it's butter and sugar for crying out loud.
No, there's no butter yet.
No?
It's just sugar and
oh,
milk.
Sugar and milk, that's what I meant.
Sugar and milk and cornstarch
But
and
is
a
that
little
butter,
bit of salt.
is that butter soft? Okay.
Yes.
I'm just trying to help because
I know.
we've been going through learning the different, well, we've gone through 3 different recipes and now we're happy with this one.
Yes. So this mixture here, the sugar, the cornstarch, and the milk. Hold on, the cookies are ready.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. I
Better
think.
check them first. Nope.
Nope, not yet.
Those are poofy cookies.
Yep. Oops. No, don't do that. They are poofy cookies.
You were saying?
I forgot.
Let's talk about the moon landing they're
No,
planning.
let's not.
No?
No.
There's going to be a woman going up this time.
Stay on target.
I am.
No, you're not. This mixture, the butter, no, stop.
I didn't say
The
anything.
sugar, the milk, and the cornstarch, and the salt, we will bring up to boiling. Not a heavy boil because you don't want to scald the milk or burn it on the bottom. You want to bring it to a boil so that it will thicken. The cornstarch will thicken the milk.
And it melts the sugar.
Well, sugar, yeah.
Melts the sugar too.
Right. Because you don't want gritty pudding.
Red Devil Raspberry. I'm assuming you're saying a Saint Bernard. We have a Saint Bernard too.
Yes.
Yes, Nana's a Saint Bernard, and
Yes.
she is my buddy. We hang out.
Yes, they do. And when he leaves, she's depressed all day.
That's not true.
No, it is very true.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. You should have seen her this morning. You weren't home.
Well, you guys, she just lays around.
Yes.
That's not depressed.
But she wasn't playful at all.
Because I'm the only one that plays with her.
No, Daisy plays with her.
Daisy's our other dog, and Daisy's a moron.
Stop.
She's
She
a
is
lovable
not.
moron, but she's a moron.
No, she isn't.
When you look into Daisy's eyes, there's not a whole lot looking back.
Not nice.
It's true.
Not nice.
We still love her. she's a ding-a-ling.
How has it been 50 years since the moon landed?
She's a year and 3 months. Yeah, they've got Arya, or is it Arya or Aya, like from Game of Thrones?
Oh, that's cool. Our Saint Bernard is Nana.
Nana.
Like the Nana from
Queen of the mountain people.
Peter Pan.
Yeah. Theirs is 135 pounds. I don't know how big Nana is, but she's got to be.
She's big.
She's got to be over 150.
She's got to be 150.
You think?
She's a good, healthy sized dog.
She's not fat, but she's
not
big.
fat. Yeah, she's got a really thin.
Carriage.
Yeah, but she's thick.
Do your Nana voice. I don't know how this happened, but in my mind's eye, the way that Nana sounds like is kind of like the Water Boy, you know, Adam Sandler mixed with maybe a very old person who's very thoughtful, intelligent, but is always concerned. And so Nana's voice would be so. Well, I have to have a scenario. What would be the? Oh, okay. So if Nana were sitting right here, right now, this is what she would be doing. First of all, she would not take her eyes off of whatever it is we're cooking because she is obsessed with food. Mm-hmm. So she'd be like, excuse me, Daddy. Daddy. May I borrow a few moments of your collective consciousness because I fear that you will not be giving me any of the delicious and delightful, delectable food over there. And I think that it's a mistake and you should reconsider. That's Nana.
Nana drives me crazy.
She does it too. You do it
Very
too.
rarely. Very rarely. I'll be cooking dinner or whatever. I'll be making yogurt or butter, or it doesn't even matter what I'm doing. If I'm standing right here in the kitchen, she's sitting right over here to my left side staring at me.
She's wanting the food.
Entire time.
She does.
And I'll tell her no.
And she'll sit there anyway.
And she'll go away for about 5 seconds and then come back. I'll tell her no again, and she'll lay down and watch me still. And try to be so princess-like and
she
so
even
polite.
crosses her paws.
She crosses her paws.
And just sits there waiting, regally.
She drives me nuts.
She's funny. I don't know if, because I'm seeing that there's other people that have St. Bernards other than Red Devil Raspberry. Does your dog, she will lay flat out, like
Superman.
Feet in front, legs straight behind her, like she's like flying through the air. Does it all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's a nut bar. Just like her owner.
Oh, there's a little Milton from Office Space. Yeah, Stapler.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because he's got a little bit of a lisp.
Yes. I got that.
Oh, Daddy.
That's
Excuse me.
funny.
Oh.
Okay, so what I will do here is we've got our 4 egg yolks, and these, my dear folks, here, go to the close cam.
Close cam, bang.
These, my dear folks, are not store-bought egg yolks.
And they're not oranges.
They're not orange. And you see these little white spots here on the egg? That means that egg was fertilized. But
they're still
see
good.
how dark they are.
See how
Absolutely
good they
love
are?
that. So
Still not there yet.
No,
it's not
almost.
thickening up yet.
I'm gonna just whisk these up just a little bit.
You're whisking. Taking what
just
they're
wanted-
giving for.
I just wanted it broken up. That's all. Don't whisk. Don't. I'm cooking. The couch of the kitchen.
It's so funny. Vicky says we had a lad and a German short hair pointer, and they both sit in the kitchen while I'm cooking, and I trip no matter which way I turn.
Yes, we have a. How many would you say this is? 7 feet or 8 feet wide here?
Or the opening?
The opening?
10.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, Nana takes up 3/4 of it.
Yeah, well, she'll sit there and stretch out.
Yes, she stretches out like Superman and takes up the whole thing. Especially when I'm making dinner, because she's sitting there waiting for me to throw something to her, which I hardly ever do, or I drop something. Stop it.
Nice.
I know, he comes up behind me and shares with her. Anyway, so as I'm taking food in and out of the kitchen to the dining room, she's right there, and I'm always, she's always in the way.
And I got to tell you what, we've always had dogs since we've been married, and I'll just say that I have never, ever, ever had like a buddy like Nana.
No, I know.
In the dog world.
Right.
She just, for whatever reason, I liked her and she likes me, and we hang out.
Yeah. That's weird. My chat got locked
I
up.
trip on my cats, especially the male one, Linus. We had a cat that just had a kitten 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm surprised because this cat is a great barn cat. There's something dead out there, like a rodent or a rat or a bird or
Can I have a whisk? The other one?
yeah. Almost every day, they're doing exactly what barn cats should do.
Yeah.
But she's a horrible mom. She's had
Until
two other
now,
litters.
right.
She's had 2 other litters, and she's let all the babies die.
Right.
But now she's doing a good job with she's got just one. Just one. Maybe they all died and they're in the wall. I don't know.
Ooh.
She gave birth and put them in a wall. There's a hole in the wall in the barn.
Yeah. All right. So this is getting thick here.
Yeah, let's go to the close cam.
I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. Well, no, I'll just leave it for now, actually, and take it off the burner.
Now you're going to temper.
Now I'm going to temper, yes. But I will take this off the heat because I don't want it to overcook.
Yep.
Okay. And I don't want it to burn. So what I'll do, I have a 1 cup measure here that I'll get some of the hot liquid in.
And she's going to temper.
No, that's hot. Be careful. And very carefully.
Here, put that over here. And then, I know what you're doing. You're going to move it over to the close cam.
Yes, I am.
Just set that there. Then you can move the saucepan here, baby.
Just hold on.
Here, I can hold it.
See, I can usually do this. It's just not easy with.
Well, on camera, I mean, you guys are talking about your pets and talking about Nana. She is a sweetheart. We've made a decision though that we're gonna breed her because we're hoping that she'll be able to help us with a down payment for our house.
Yeah.
And so if you're interested in a St. Bernard puppy in the near future, we're going to breed her, and we believe that she should be coming into heat relatively soon.
Yeah. Well, we can't check. We cannot count, and nor will we count our chickens before they hatch.
Right.
Okay. So I have the egg yolk here. Okay. Now I'm very, very slowly drizzle this hot liquid in here. And it will slowly raise the temperature of the egg yolks.
Spain is present. Just came back from a walk on the beach with the doggies.
Oh, fun.
Will it be another barn cat? Alicia's asking. And the answer is yes.
Claire is trying to claim it and want to take it with her, but she can't take it to college.
She can't take it to college.
I know. So I didn't have a full cup of the liquid here, but it was probably 3/4, but I'll just go ahead and mix this in here just to bring up that temperature, and we'll have nice smooth egg yolks here that are hot.
Mm-hmm. Just like you, baby.
Ha ha ha.
There's nothing funny about that.
I thought so. Okay.
I'd love one, but I'm in Massachusetts. Yeah, we're not shipping them anywhere.
No.
And then you got to whisk back in.
Yes. So.
Oh, you're going so close, Cam? Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Here, I'll push it over there.
Careful.
Right about there.
Now, I will slowly whisk this in.
Tempering again. Well, here, I'll go to this can because I can't
Yeah,
really see
sorry.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I can't hold it any other way. Just to mix that in there so we got no lumps, no scrambled.
Nana will be introduced to another dog. We found somebody in the area that's got a nice, sweet, big old St. Bernard who's a good dog, and he is in for a treat.
He's also a dry mouth.
Yeah, that was important. They're
Yes.
dry mouth St. Bernards.
All right, so now we're going to put this back on the temperature, on the burner, on high, well, medium high. To get this to a boil, this thing takes forever. I had to do it on medium on the stove behind me.
And it does take a long time. But now what you're doing is you're going to be waiting for that cornstarch to make it kind of solid up. You don't want it, it's not going to be thick like a gravy, but it's definitely thicker than milk.
Right. Do we take it off the burner?
Then you heat it back up, Mama.
Yeah, but, okay, we put the egg yolks in.
Then you heat it back up.
Right, then we take it off. We take it off the heat. Yeah, to put the butter in.
Right, that's the very end.
No, I know. That's we're
And
to
the
that
butter
point.
and the teaspoons
Vanilla.
of vanilla are the very end.
Right.
See, we were actually we even tweaked the recipes that we found, and this one we really like.
Yeah.
Is Nana registered, and would her pups be registered? The answer
Nope.
is no.
Nope.
No. So you could get a steal of a deal because she's not.
Right.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm late. I'm in from Missouri, but watching y'all in the motel in Watoma, Washington, or Wisconsin. Richard. Wondering how close I am to one of my favorite channels. Well, first of all, hello, Sherilyn. And I don't know where that is.
Where Watoma is.
I don't know where that is.
I'd have to look it
You
up.
could Google it. Look
Yeah.
at Medford.
Yeah, find out how close you are to Medford.
I have a good recipe for Indian pudding from the 50s.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what Indian pudding would be.
No, I don't either.
Don't know. Yep. Let's see. My red healer, Cha-Cha, doesn't like women. Oh, no.
That's not good. All right, come on.
It takes a while. Remember, it took us 10 minutes.
I know it did.
Are the cookies, did they turn out good?
I don't know. I haven't. They
Well,
were
here,
hot.
I'll stir.
Why don't you?
I'll stir,
No, okay.
and you bring the cookies.
You just unplugged me.
No, I did not.
Yes,
you
you
unplugged yourself.
No, you stepped on it.
That's almost there, actually.
I know. That's why I didn't want to do anything just yet.
Well, then we'll do. Jeez. Can you please make up your mind?
We'll dip the cookies in the pudding. How's that?
Brad stole the cookies from the cookie jar. Who, me?
Yes, you.
Couldn't be.
Always.
No, you got to do it right.
No, I don't
Krista
like
stole
playing.
the cookies
No.
from the cookie jar.
No, I did not.
Who, me?
I don't play your silly
Who,
preschool
me?
games.
Actually, I did teach preschool. It was like a daycare
We
kind of
both
thing.
did.
I loved that. If they didn't just pay you bare minimum wage, I'd probably still be doing that.
Yeah.
Mr. Brad, Mr. Brad.
Yeah.
I get to play with stuff all day long and color and all kind of things and be with the kids hanging out.
Every once in a while, I'll whisk the bottom because it gets the bottom. There's some stuff that's sticking to the bottom of it occasionally when your temperature's too hot.
Don't want that.
All right, so this is ready.
So you're gonna put
the butter.
Okay. Push that to your left.
I'm gonna
then,
because I'm gonna shut it off too.
yeah.
I don't want to
Pudding.
burn myself. Okie dokie.
And now you've got how much butter going in?
4 tablespoons of butter.
Cookies dipped in pudding. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be in our cookbook, the new one that we're working on, by the way. And that should be done probably by the end of this week, I would think. And don't forget the vanilla.
I won't.
Oops, it locked up again.
I didn't do it.
I know you can hear me and you can see a still image. Let me go and see if it's something that I can fix. Daggone, it's a connection.
Yeah, we need a different cable.
I don't know if it's the cable. There, and now it's back randomly.
That's weird.
That is weird.
All right,
You're still live.
No, you can. If you could go to the. Do you want to go to the
Close cam? Sure.
The butter, I mixed in the butter. It's melted and it's thickened up really well. I'm going to go ahead and add the 4 teaspoons of vanilla.
Cookie sandwiches with pudding filling.
Oh, yum.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And this vanilla, guys, this vanilla is awesome.
Stellar.
It's the Haitian vanilla.
Yeah.
We get it on Amazon because we don't go to Haiti anymore, which really stinks. But
This helps.
yeah,
This
I'll
helps.
use this one. I like this one.
Okay. There's a lot of people from Wisconsin area here today.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
But this
stands for
Haitian
cookie.
vanilla does not have a high alcohol content, and the flavor on it is just amazing.
It's really
And I
good.
know you can make your own vanilla,
Which would be great and better. I bet it would be better.
probably, but
I'll bet it would
I
be
like
better.
the way this tastes. There, this is done.
And you get pudding, not from a box.
Right, you have pudding not from a box, and the flavor is amazing.
Oh, it smells so
Now, we won't taste this because it will melt our mouths. So, I'm going to put this back here
good.
and
And we'll get
bring out the one,
we made earlier.
the one I made yesterday.
I will fetch it.
It's right here.
Oh, I will get it from right here. I will return with the vanilla pudding. You should put some in a bowl. This looks goofy.
Okay. Well,
One little tip,
don't
though.
do that. Don't do that.
Dang
don't
it!
take that off.
It did it again. It did it again. I don't know why it's having a connection issue, but
All right. So, when you go to put your pudding in the refrigerator, don't just put a top on it. You need to put
it'll make a skin.
You need to put a sheet of plastic or wax paper down on the very top, because if you don't, it makes this really funky, gross skin on there. So here, it's kept it really, really nice, and it came off really, really easily.
Whoa! BB from Spain says they have vanilla bushes in public areas, public parks.
Nice.
Man, I'd be going and picking that like
No
by the
kidding.
boatloads and selling it to the silly Americans.
Right? Can I have a serving spoon, please?
Well, we don't really have a serving spoon.
Just a spoon. That will work. So here, let's go the
Close
close-up.
cam. Give it a stir first.
No. I want to show how it's jiggly. See? It's jiggly.
Pudding.
It's pudding. All right, now, I'm not going to even stir it up. I'm just going to serve it out. Look at that.
That looks yummy.
Nice and creamy.
It looks like really, really weird butter or mayonnaise that's gone bad. Oh, crud. The
What?
camera's messed up again.
Oh.
I think it's because we're bumping the table. We'll see. I know you can hear us. I'm trying to make the camera work again. I can't push it any faster, Captain. It's not there now. Let's see. Oh, come on. We'll go to the close cam.
Cookie.
Close cam. That's working. So here, look at pudding
Cookie.
while I try and go and figure out what's going
All
on.
right,
Ooh,
so
look
the
at that.
cookies are nice and golden brown, and they're not like the super soft, squishy ones, which I'm not a huge fan of, but
Oh, this was barely in there.
I had it plugged in. Yeah, huh?
Now it's
I'm
connected.
not gonna share the pudding.
You're on close cam, baby. You gotta talk to them.
I know. I'm not sharing. You can't have any.
Why?
Because
Because why?
not very nice.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
All right, so
Is it working?
it's working.
All right.
Here's our cookies. Here's our pudding. Spoon.
Wait. You got to show them very closely.
I did.
Did you?
I did.
So
you can see the
backside,
sugar.
purple fingers.
You can see the contrast of my purple fingers and the brown sides.
See, are they really super poofy? Or are they the cookies?
I don't know. Let's see.
They're poofy.
They're a little poofy.
What do you think?
Those are really good.
Yes.
They need frosting though.
Yes. I'm not a fan of poofy cookies, generally.
But these are really good.
They're really good.
I bet that if I made them thinner, they would be, that is really good. They would be more crispy.
Or ditch the stuff that makes them rise so much.
The baking powder?
Yeah. Get rid of the baking powder and it'd probably be awesome.
They're yummy. I like them. The kids will eat them.
Oh my gosh, that's
I
good.
know. The pudding is fantastic.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what, guys?
We were going to eat the pudding for dessert last night, but we didn't.
Forgot. Hello from England. Well, pudding that's not from a box. Amish sugar cookies.
Also not from a box.
I would honestly say just ditch the baking powder, and then that would be a lot nicer. They probably run a little bit more, you think?
No, I don't know, maybe.
You know?
Maybe not. I don't know.
But this is delightful.
These are
And
really
you
good.
can take this, you could ditch
This.
the vanilla and put in cocoa powder. Cocoa powder. Is that better?
Yes?
I don't eat pudding. That's terrible.
I'm sorry.
That's horrible.
But you can eat cookies, I hope.
Well, we'll have to eat your pudding.
Right. We'll eat your portion. So. Anyway. Isn't that better? I told you.
That is really good.
This pudding, this is way better than the stuff you get in the box.
Oh,
honestly.
by far. It's kind of like,
You could use this for banana cream pie.
I'll bet you could, yeah. Well, how would you do the banana flavor, though?
They have banana extract.
Or you just use the bananas in it?
You could just use bananas.
Thrive Life bananas.
Ooh, grind them into a powder. Ooh. Evil genius at work.
Right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you like this show.
Yeah.
All the technical wonders and difficulties.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We need a better cable.
So, yeah, time to, I don't know, get an actual stupid Apple cable.
Yeah, these generic ones don't work.
They don't work.
And
as
you
well.
can't. It only comes with the 3-foot cable, so
That's
you
not
need
long enough.
at least a 6-foot or a 10-foot cable.
Yeah. So, Daniel, come on over. We got some pudding.
And cookies.
We got cookies and pudding, and we got way more cookie dough than we're going to need.
It's going in the freezer. Most of it's going in the freezer.
You got to take out the baking powder first.
No, I cannot take the baking powder out.
Yeah, you can.
Nope. I'm going to try and roll some out and see if I can make shapes.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, that was an excellent idea.
I wonder if they make, like, I'm sure they make farm animal shapes. That would be fun.
We have different shapes.
Biting chicken heads off.
Goodness gracious.
No?
No.
No. No. No. No.
No.
Anyway, hope you guys like the show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share, because it really does help our family out.
Yep.
And with that, you tell them goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama.
He's Brad. I'm Krista. And you have an amazing day.
Yep.